We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The drive starts with a run by White. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
10 cycles. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, here's White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Snell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now in 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Herbert going to change the play here. White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bills. Zamir White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
21. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The Jets at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Here is Young. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. So the completion results there at 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 23 yards on the play.
And the Bills' first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Herbert now. Escapes this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And Young's throw there incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, Kappa. 59.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Young on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Room past the 35. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Evans here. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Hey, move. Steal, black.
Young now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Young. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
On the set. 5-6.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Let's go.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, they'll run with White. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Opting to run again here with White. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Herbert going to change the look. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! 12.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Gets this one to use check. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels...
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zamir White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, Young. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
1st and 10, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Cycle.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bills are right back in this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. With veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man Johnson. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
59. Hold me for strike.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they're going to get it. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Hey, go lion.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Go. Hey, Kappa.
Herbert going to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Opie.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go.
Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
3.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just